Students at Rutgers University remembered fellow student Tyler Clementi over the weekend. The 18-year-old ended his life last week after authorities say two other students streamed his private sexual encounter online. On Sunday night, hundreds gathered with candles to hold a silent vigil. They remembered what happened to Clementi on campus just a few short weeks before the tragedy unfolded. The president of Rutgers said the vigil allowed students to reaffirm values of civility, dignity, compassion, and respect. And joining us now on Skype with more insight into cyberbullying is Janet Pfeiffer. She's been a trainer with the New Jersey Education Association for 20 years, working with teachers, administrators, and students on this very issue. Janet, how does this latest case of cyberbullying compare with what you're seeing in the schools you work in?
Well, I think cyberbullying is very different from the ordinary, playground bullying that we were used to when we were kids, in that it can do a lot more damage because it's not limited to just these students that are present at that moment, but this has the capacity to go worldwide and cause tremendous hardship on the victim.
Well, how do you help teachers and staff create a climate where this is not acceptable?
Well, it's really important to instill in all of our young people, as well as the adults, that we have to have respect for all of human life, that everyone is entitled to be treated with dignity, with kindness, with understanding, and that if we can instill those moral values in our young people and let them know that this kind of behavior is completely unacceptable, because I think one of the problems that we have is that people don't think about the long-term and far-reaching consequences of this kind of behavior. You never know how the things that you say and do are going to impact the individual.
Very true. Well, how do you advise parents? What are signs of cyberbullying that they should be alert to, and how do they know when they should get involved?
Well, any type of change in your child's behavior, if they're becoming more withdrawn, if their grades are starting to fall in school, if they're isolating themselves from their friends, if they're covering up what they're doing on the computer, they're on the computer, you walk in the room, suddenly they shut the computer down. If they're having difficulty eating and sleeping, any changes from their normal behavior, that's an indication that you need to look into things further.
Now, do you think the Tyler Clementi case will help draw attention to this issue in a positive way?
Oh, I think so. From what I've been reading, yes, people are responding in a very, very compassionate way towards Tyler and other young people that have been the victim of cyberbullying. And there's also there's kind of a split response as to how they feel the two students involved in this should be handled. Some feel that they weren't aware of the possible consequences. Others feel that they should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. And I think that the laws do have to become much tougher in these areas of cyberbullying. I think it needs to be considered a crime.
Okay. Janet Pfeiffer with the New Jersey Education Association. Thanks again for joining us, Janet. We appreciate your help.
My pleasure. Thank you.